ready, Mount Gambier?
The 20 finalists, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, make some noise. Will it be a Victorian? Will it be a West Australian? Will it be a Queenslander? Will it be someone from the Northern Territory? Will it be someone from Tasmania? Or will it be someone from South Australia? We've got one from every state involved. Pace car is off. 25 laps. Angus Hollis, Ricky Cornwall on row 1. Artie Jonick, Jake Avens, row 2. The biggest race of these kids' lives, about to go green, the national champion Todd Atkins from 10. Stand by, green flag is aloft. It's a perfect dispatch, we're away in the national final. And the first to break formation was Garlick in 26, around a couple already. As they go into the top turn, Ricky Cornwall got the best of the dispatch, and they're 3 wide. Jake Avens has gone back to 5th, Garlick's gone underneath, Avens is back to 6th, Atkins is making a move through. There's traffic everywhere, but Angus Hollis is back in front. Cornwall in 2nd place, Jonick 3rd, on the outside Jackson Lunt into 3rd, Jonick back to 4th, Garlick is 5th, and back down in 6th is Jake Avens. Brad Gardner 7th, on the outside of Jacob Potts would be Todd Atkins, the national champion, as they come into the main straight. Underneath comes, on the outside is Stephanie Amajuri, in front of Atkins now. Jacob Jensen is there, and along with the 17 of Sam Gardner, 2.5 down, 22.5 to go. What a spectacle as they come into the main straight. Angus Hollis is the leader, Cornwall in 2nd place, Lunt 3rd, Jonick 4th, Garlick into the side of Jonick, that's for 4th. Back in 5th, 6th place is Avens, back to Gardner. On the outside is Jacob Potts in 8th place, Atkins is 9th, Jensen runs wide and a couple go underneath, including Casey Collins, as they come into the main straight. 21 to go in the national final. Angus Hollis has not been beaten all weekend and continues to lead. 2nd place Ricky Cornwall, 3rd place Jackson Lunt, 4th place is Artie Jonick, and in 5th place is Casey Garlick. A gap back then to Jake Avens in 6th place, Brad Gardner 7th, back then to Todd Atkins 8th, Jacob Potts runs wide, underneath comes the 17 of Sam Gardner, and then we've got Jacob Jensen and Casey Collins. After that we've got Eric Wallace making some progress, back then to Stephanie Amajuri, Joel Berkeley, Matty McGee, Tim Gorski is back there, Bryce Lack, Lance Carew and Jack Cameron up the main straight. Cornwall under pressure now from Jackson Lunt, they run side by side in Pitts Bend. Lunt goes around the outside, into 4th place also is that of Casey Garlick. Artie Jonick's gone back to 5th, a great battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, but Angus Hollis leads with 18 laps to go, all 20 cars on track, 7 down as they go into turn 1 and 2. It's Hollis from Lunt, from Cornwall, back in 4th place Casey Garlick, and then back to Artie Jonick. Then the main body of the field headed up by Jake Avens. 7th is Brad Gardner, Todd Atkins, Jacob Potts. Back in 10th is Sam Gardner, Casey Collins, as they move out of turn 1 and 2 once again. Hollis's lead is just over a second. Back to Jackson Lunt. 3rd place is that of the 15 of Ricky Cornwall. The 19 of Brad Gardner now comes underneath of Jake Avens, goes into 6th place. Avens back to 7th, Potts in 8th. Casey Collins comes underneath 2 cars, moves into 9th. Gardner is in 10th place. On the outside is Todd Atkins, the national champion. But the challenge is on now. They come up with 15 laps to go. Angus Hollis's lead is starting to be mowed down. Hollis out in front. Lunt starting to close the gap. Back in 3rd place is Ricky Cornwall. 4th place is still Casey Garlick and then Artie Jonick. A marvellous spectacle here as there's a wall of cars up behind the 6th place of Brad Gardner. There's only half a lap between first and last. 14 laps to go. Angus Hollis's lead has been mown down. It's only 4 or 5 car lengths. Back in 3rd place it's Cornwall. Running wide is Casey Garlick. Looking for a way through once again is Artie Jonick. Back in 6th place, the length of the straight behind is Brad Gardner. 3 car lengths back then to Jake Havens in 7th. Casey Collins is 8th, then back to Jacob Potts. The national champion Todd Atkins is still in 10th place. Back then to Gardner. Berkeley is making a big move. He's up to 12th place. Jacob Jetson and then Eric Wallace. But Angus Hollis has got a dozen laps to go. Angus Hollis out in front. Second place is Jackson Lunt, Cornwall, Garlick and Jonick run 3rd, 4th and 5th. Back then to Gardner in 6th place, that's Brad. Jake Havens is 7th, Casey Collins 8th. On the outside is Todd Atkins. On the inside is Jacob Potts. Back then to Sam Gardner and Joel Berkeley. The leader through once again. They still haven't caught any lap cars. Jackson Lunt can still see our race leader Angus Hollis, but Hollis has just done a 17.644. Jackson Lunt in 2nd place. 3rd place is Ricky Cornwall. Casey Garlick is 4th and Artie Jonick is 5th. 10 laps to go. All 20 cars still on track and we haven't had a stoppage. What a spectacle this is here at Borderline. Down the back straight they go again. Angus Hollis is opening up the gap. Jackson Lunt in 2nd place. Ricky Cornwall still just ahead of Casey Garlick and Artie Jonick. That's for 3rd, 4th and 5th. 6th place is Brad Gardner. Jake Havens just ahead of Casey Collins and Todd Atkins. Back then to Jacob Potts as Angus Hollis now comes up on lap traffic. They'll come into the main straight with 8 laps to go in the national final. Out comes the passing flag for the first time and Jack Cameron is about to be passed by Angus Hollis down in turn 1. Gets underneath of Cameron. Here's the battle for the minors. Garlick has gone underneath of Cornwall. Cornwall fights back. Garlick and Cornwall. Cornwall gets offline. Around the outside goes Artie Jonick. Jonick into 4th place now. Cornwall loses ground. Our race leader though has got 7 laps to go. He's in traffic. He's up behind Stephanie Amajuri. 2nd place is still Jackson Lunt. Casey Garlick goes in heavy into Pitts Bend. Right behind Casey Garlick is Artie Jonick. Our leader has 6 laps to go. Hollis up behind Bryce Lack. In between Lack and Corey Amajuri. Hollis gets underneath of Lack up in Pitts Bend. Jackson Lunt in 2nd place. The Chargers on for 3rd and 4th between Casey Garlick and also Artie Jonick. A gap back to Ricky Cornwall in 5th and 6th place the 19 of Brad Gardner. 5 to go. All 20 cars still on track. And we've got 5 laps remaining and there has not been a stoppage. And Angus Hollis is 4.5 laps away from going green to checker and undefeated all weekend. Up the main straight he comes. Lance Carew is about to be passed by Angus Hollis. The 2nd place car is Lunt. Artie Jonick underneath of Casey Garlick and goes into 3rd. Garlick fights on the outside. Lance Carew's in trouble up against the fence. There may be a stoppage yet as they go down the main straight once again. Oh, there's a spin. There's a spin mid-pack. Joel Berkeley has spun. He's right on the curb. Surely a yellow light. 3 to go. The yellows have come on. What a race. 22 laps down. 22 consecutive laps. Joel Berkeley's car could be on fire. It is on fire. Jackson Lunt is in 2nd place. He started out as 6. Here we go with the restart, Matt Gambier. 4 to go in the National Junior Sedan Final. They come out at 3 and 4 with 4 laps to go. Hollis leads Lunt. Lunt didn't let Hollis get away. And we've got a grandstand finish coming up and Artie Jonick not far behind them as they go up into the top turn. And Lunt goes underneath of Angus Hollis. Lunt and Hollis side by side down the back straight. Hollis on the outside, Jackson Lunt on the inside, into the main straight with 3 to go. Hollis and Lunt, Jonick and Garlick in 3rd and 4th. And now Ricky Cornwall's under pressure as Gardner goes into 5th place. Down the back straight, Angus Hollis leads them underneath the scoreboard, which will tick over to 2 laps to go in the national final. Angus Hollis just ahead of Jackson Lunt. Into Pitts Bend they go. It looks like a Victorian will take it out. It's just a matter of who. Back to Artie Jonick and Casey Garlick. The white flag to come out next time around. And here comes Jackson Lunt. comes underneath of Angus Hollis. Hollis and Lunt across the line together with one to run in the national final. Down into turn number 1. Jackson Lunt has got Hollis off the curb. Hollis leads down the back straight the final time into turn 3. Come on, race fans, where are you? Angus Hollis is going to go through totally undefeated. Angus Hollis is the national champion. Second place is Jackson Lunt. Third place is Artie Jonick. Then Casey Garlick in 4th. Brad Gardner, Ricky Cornwall. Casey Collins is 7th. Back to Jake Avens, Todd Atkins, Jacob Jetson, Jacob Potts is 11th, and Sam Gartner, Matty McGee, Tim Gorski, Eric Wallace, Stephanie Amagiri, and Jack Cameron are your finishers. There is your new national champion. Put your hands together for Angus Hollis, who goes through the entire weekend undefeated. Angus Hollis first as he comes past. Make plenty of noise for Angus Hollis from Victoria. A deserving champion. He went through the entire weekend undefeated. Tremendous performance, a great race, one stoppage only on lap 22, resulting in a 4-lap restart. Jackson Lunt, so gallant, got underneath him a couple of times and couldn't get it done. Jonick 3rd and Casey Garlick 4th. Brad Gardner finishes 5th. They are the 5 for the podium in the National Junior Sedan title of 2016-17.
Oh, mate, what a race it was. Hasn't been defeated all weekend. I think there might be some celebrating in that household. Oh, mate, can't go past this. He's about to climb out. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Australian title holder, Angus Hollis. You didn't want that, did you, Loie? Oh, wait to get the helmet off. Helmet comes off, folks. How about putting your hands together one more time for Angus Hollis? Hey, mate. I hate to tell you this, but you've just won the Australian title, or provisional, of course, but you've just won it, mate.
That's freaking awesome. Yeah, thanks heaps to Dad and the amount of time that he does on the car. Like, this is awesome. Zach and Adam and Pop and Mum and Dylan and Luke and Mordo, thanks, mate. For everything you do on the car, it's awesome.
Mate, you've gone through undefeated all weekend. They started on pole. You knew they were going to come from every angle, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't know what was that. I thought they were right behind me the whole time. They probably were, pushed on me back bumper. And then when Jackson come underneath me after that restart, I thought, oh shit, you know?
Keep it clean.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but that restart, you probably were, what was going through the mind when the yellows came out? What went through the mind?
I don't know, I held on for 20 laps, another 4 can't hurt it, so, yeah.
When you saw Jackson go on the inside, did you thought, oh, here we go, I've got to get the composure back?
Yeah, for sure.
Mate, go and enjoy the win. Your new title holder, mate, now Gambier, put your hands together for Angus Hollis.
Brad Gardner. Congratulations, Brad, on 5th place. We'll just make sure that stays on there. Pretty awesome race. Went so long without a stoppage, and you're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, it was a nice race. I got a bit held up, but once I got through, there was no stopping me. I was coming, and then I was catching him, and then
you just need another 15 laps.
Yeah, just that. Yeah.
Awesome to finish on the podium here at home.
Oh, it's awesome. I couldn't thank everybody just enough. Like Dad putting countless hours in the shed, Mum, all my sponsors, PPH&S, Harold Services, everybody that's come along, family, friends, sponsors, everybody. It's just awesome. Thanks.
There we are in 5th place this weekend. Brad Gardner, stay up here, mate. In 4th place, Casey Garlick. Congratulations, Casey, on 4th place. An awesome effort.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really good race.
Your little car went pretty quick. You were, like I just said to Brad, right in the thick of the action there for the minor placings.
Yeah, I was really surprised to go that far up. I was just happy to get into the A.
And now you've finished 4th in the national final. A few people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank a massive thanks to Dad and Pa for all the work and effort they put in the car, Mum and Lee and Jess, all my sponsors, all the competition, Speedway, Sedans Australia and Borderline.
There we are. We've got Casey Garlick there in 4th place. In 3rd place from Queensland, who was also in that awesome battle for the minor placings, Artie Jonick. Well done, Artie. 2nd year in a row on the podium. A pretty quick race. Went 21 laps without a stoppage.
Yeah, it was great fast racing. I can't ask for any better than that out there. Hardly any stoppages, if any.
A few people you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my granddad for getting me out here, getting me out to every race, working on the car and just getting me out to every race meeting.
There we are in 3rd place, Artie Jonick this weekend. Well, it did come down to a race in 2 in the last couple of laps, and he poked the nose underneath, and we thought we were going to have a side-by-side finish. A runner-up this year is Jackson Lunt. Well done, Jackson. Started out at position number 6. You were in the mix there for a while, and then we had that stoppage with 4 laps to go. And you immediately reminded Angus that you were there, and you levelled up with him. What were your thoughts going into the last few laps?
Yeah, I'm stoked. I was just hoping to make the A main. Started out 6th position. I was just trying to catch Angus in the last couple of laps. Good racing with everyone and all competitive, and thanks to everyone and all the other competitors. And yeah.
A few people you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Mum and Dad. Big thanks to them. Nana Pop for coming up. Fermo, Budgie for helping out for the weekend. Just everyone else, Lincoln Side Tipping Systems, GYB Motorsports, IPTA Fiberglassing, Mick Malone Race Engines, JL Lunt, Earth Movings, Auto One, Wallen, and yeah, just everyone that helped out, thank you.
There we are, here's our runner-up, Jackson Lunt from Victoria. It's very, very rare that someone goes through the whole competition undefeated. It can be done, and has been done before, but then to go through the entire event undefeated, winning the A main, it's very, very rare indeed. Well, that's happened tonight, and it's happened in the junior final. Angus Hollis is your national champion. Angus is even dressed for the occasion with a bow tie on. It's a formal occasion up here tonight. Well, you led from start to finish, Angus, but you did have to survive a stoppage with 4 to go.
It was tough.
What were you thinking? Did you think, were you able to see the time clock and how many laps to go?
Yeah, I was looking at every lap and I was thinking, oh, come on. But yeah, that's awesome.
And the yellow lights come on with 4 to go. I don't think you'd be saying that then.
No, not at all.
What happened when Jackson got underneath you down there in turn 2?
I just thought I'd keep sticking at it, but I thought I was actually going for a minute, but yeah. That was a great race.
Dream come true, obviously.
Yeah.
And this is your last year in juniors?
Yeah.
So a good way to go out. To a few people you'd like to thank?
Massive thanks to Dad. Everything he's done on the car, my entire junior career, and over the weekend, and Bailey for coming out every day and doing stuff on the car. And Zach Calderwood and Adam Holt, Pop and Pete for running around doing stuff this morning and yesterday morning, and Mum and Luke and Dylan and yeah, everyone else that's helped out, all my sponsors, Ace Sheet Metal, Yappa, thanks mate. Hayward Ag Sales and Services, Bryant's Forestry and Earth Moving, Westwick, Earth Moving.
Have many more sponsors, you'll need a bigger car.
Yeah, I've run out of room.
Well done. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Our new national champion is Angus Hollis. And as we line them up for the photos, how about putting your hands together for all five? In fifth, Brad Gartner. Fourth, Casey Garlick. Third, Artie Jonick. Second place to Jackson Lunt. And our winner is that of Angus Hollis.